Influencer Allison Kuch paid her sister to go to 2025 Super Bowl weekend. I felt bad. Allison Kuch returned the favor after her sister traveled to New Orleans for the 2025 Super Bowl to help care for her and husband Isaac Rochelle's daughter. We did bring our daughter, Scotty. I just don't feel that comfortable right now in my life leaving my daughter overnight, let alone for 5 nights. And that's how long we were going to be in New Orleans, Kuch, 30, explained on the Sunday, February 16th, episode of her Sunday Sports Club podcast. Kuch noted that she and Rochelle, 29, who announced his decision to retire from the NFL in February, agreed on taking Scotty with them for the event. Kuch and Rochelle, who tied the knot in 2021, welcomed their daughter in December 2023. We ended up bringing my sister, Emily, along too, which I'm so grateful that my sister was able to take off work and help us out. Obviously, we ended up compensating her because, if you're missing work, she has to get a dog sitter. All that, Kuch said. Which feels weird to even say. Well, I'm not trying to put out her business. She didn't ask for payment. But I felt bad, you're missing work and all this. Kuch said it was making the best of a situation where they had to bring Scotty along on the trip and remove her from her routine and out of her environment. At least she got to spend time with her aunt, her TT, Kuch said. Literally, she learned the word TT after this trip. My sister lives in San Diego, so, she sees my sister all the time, but I love that my sister was able to spend that much time with her. I felt way more comfortable leaving my daughter in an Airbnb in New Orleans with my sister. I'm that's her blood, so, Kuch continued. Not saying that any babysitter wouldn't have their eye out on Scotty, but it just made me feel so much better. Kuch explained that she and Rochelle have 2 people they really trust in Orange County to help with Scotty, but they don't rely on anyone to be on the move with them aside from her mom, sister, and a babysitter who used to travel. I love working and I also love being a mom, so it's really hard because, the entire time I'm in New Orleans, I'm feeling guilty about leaving my daughter at the Airbnb. But then I'm well, I brought her all the way out here. I have to go and do this stuff, Kuch said. And also, you gotta make a living, right? So it's just, a really weird place to be in. Kuch continued, obviously I'm so lucky and I understand there's a huge privilege of me being able to be home with my daughter and have flexibility in my schedule. Same with Isaac. A lot of people do not get to do that, so I acknowledge that, but it is still, such a weird situation having to choose to work over my daughter. I feel really guilty about it sometimes.